Hello, Mouth Chicken here, and not gonna be recording a game today. Wanted to talk about my feelings and just my thoughts overall today instead. I don't know how long this is gonna take for me to record, because I'm pretty slow when it comes to speaking my mind, so this could I don't know how long this is gonna be, and I want to get this done so I can go eat. I'd prefer to get this done before I eat as well. So, yep, would feel much better doing that in that order. So, in regards to like what I feel like I'm gonna be speaking about, is primarily gonna be about the direction I feel my life is heading in, and my thoughts on YouTube, what I'm doing, just me overall exposing myself. Basically, that's basically the gist of it. I don't know necessarily where to start, so this is probably going to be messy. It's going to be all over the place. It's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be. So, what's been on my mind is like trying to make change happen. It's the first time I'm trying to like make things happen. I mean, somewhat clueless, somewhat have an idea of what I want. The main thing that's on my mind is like how I'm approaching what I'm trying to do, what I think about it, how I feel about it, and man, as of right now, it feels like I'm not doing too much. Like, I mean, I am not doing too much, truly, that's for sure. And I chose not to record a YouTube video for like any game or anything yesterday. The other days, I could have brought my mic to and that would mean I'd probably record something because I went over to my grandma's. But in the end, I ended up choosing not to. Needed to take time to actually reassess what I was doing, how I'm approaching this, my thought process on this, what it means to me. Because, like, truly want this to be the thing, and I know it's not gonna happen for a long time, and need to do things on the side, and it's definitely stressed me out a lot, but as of right now, the stress has definitely gone down because I've taken time to think and I kind of know how I feel now. Like, not how to speak my mind on it, but definitely know what I'm thinking. And the reason I'm like putting this up here on the in a video, recording this is I just want to be open. I feel like that's a good thing to do, and I want to get better at talking and speaking my mind in general as well. I feel like doing this will help. It will do something for me. Doesn't need to be big. My gosh, the hair. Yep, that's my fault. Anyways, it doesn't need to be anything major crazy. I'm just one step at a time, really. And yeah, I've been deep in thought lately in regards to YouTube, especially like how I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna like succeed. But then it's like I feel like I had the wrong mindset when I came to like start approaching this. And I say that because like I've confused myself I think when it came to like actually starting and continuing this because it was a sudden decision like just happened. Definitely at that point in my life where it's like the decisions I'm making feel like they're important, like they'll have a major effect as to where I'll be going forward. And feels like a lot. I'm not sure how much it actually is, but definitely it's been on the mind constantly, really. Like, what was on my mind when I started recording is like, I was focused on the objective. like where I wanted to go with this. I was pretty much consumed by like seeing like the end result, basically opportunities, all that stuff, that crazy stuff that seems like a dream, right? Really. And I was thinking about it wrong. I feel like I was falling, like I did the usual thing, you know. Any new person trying to like start YouTube, they do all this research, they look at all these channels, and it's like do this and do that, and it's like all right. But also at the same time, it's like not really. Do this to grow your channel. My gosh. I'm not saying it's like not helpful, but at the same time, it's like I want to follow my own path. It feels like I want to figure out what it is I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, I could do anything that I'm told, but it's like to make a decision for myself and for myself, like to make sure I'm doing it what I believe to do to be the right way. And what I feel that is like okay, so there's the goals I have and the reasons I'm doing them. But then there's also the reason I thought I was doing this for is like passion, and I thought I was very passionate about it, and I am. But then it's like I kind of confused myself and convinced myself I was doing it only for passion and just passion, and it's like as I made more and more videos, I feel like I was falling victim to looking at different things like statistics, all that. And then it's like losing sight of my like my vision, like the reason I am doing this. So I was like so while I was like not recording at my grandma's, chose to just chill, hang out with my grandma. I was gonna hang out with my dad. He wasn't there too much though. I had work, but did get to hang out a little bit. What I did was just hang out, and then I on my own time, like by myself, chose to watch movies and all that. And it's like definitely on the mind. I'm always thinking about ways to improve myself, grow. And during that time, I was obviously looking at like obviously what the heck I was looking at. During that time, I chose to look at software to make thumbnails. I think I've been looking up a lot actually. What the heck? I don't know what that's gonna look like in the recording. Hope that I didn't do that too much. I think it'd be better to look down here. Gosh. But yeah, I was looking at different thumbnails, ways to improve it because it's like I see because well I need to improve, but I feel like I was pressuring myself because I was putting like a time limit on myself. It felt like that didn't need to be there, and in turn I was doing things irrationally. It's like when I get into making the video, it's a lot better. Like in a video in general, like just recording and editing too. I enjoy that. Okay, I said this was gonna be messy. I keep losing my thought process. It is crazy. My goodness. So like, man, this is a mess. But yeah, basically, I'm trying to like figure out like how I'm feeling when it comes towards this stuff and improve while just making sure I. What am I saying? Oh my gosh, you see what I mean? This is crazy. I like it's like I have the idea, but it's actually speaking it is crazy. Okay, let me start fresh and try that again. So, let's see. So when I was, I guess we could go back to that actually. So back to when I started recording. Like, I mean, it's only been like a month ago or so. So wasn't expecting to do it at all. Like, it's definitely out of nowhere. Is before I had no plans. I had no direction as to where I was going in life, and didn't really feel like doing anything. So wasn't gonna do much. I'm still gonna try partially. It's like all these unnecessary things started to weigh down on me. Now I think I caught my train of thought. So gonna be jumping back forward, I guess, a little from then. So back to when I was at my grandma's. I was talking to them, and I feel like I needed a bit of guidance and just advice. And so I was talking to her and even my dad as well about like what it is they did starting off, because it's like when it comes to getting even jobs and stuff, like, is I'm not working right now. Trying to get a job, but that's not happening. Pretty sure if I keep at it, it'll happen eventually, of course. But yeah, as in right now, everything feels pretty slow. And then so I was basically talking to him about what it is they wanted to do. So it was this whole thing of like basically them talking about how they wanted to do these things. Like, everybody has dreams and stuff they wanted to do. They told me about their past mistakes and all that, things they'd like to do, and how everything, I mean, anything is unexpected in life, really. Um, could go any way. Like me making this video right now, I was not expecting to be making this at all. Just felt the need to make it as messy as it's gonna turn out. I just feel like it had to be made. So yeah, then I come back. So I'm back here. This is a day after I've already come back, so decided to take yesterday to think, basically. I was kind of feeling pressured, like I should record something, I should get something out there, I should continue. And then I thought to myself, nah, I shouldn't feel pressured to do that, so I didn't end up recording. And it's funny because it's like throughout the middle of the day, I'm like watching YouTube as well, and then I see um Friday Night Funk, and I'm like, oh, week 8, what? I should record that. And still, nope, not gonna do it. Chose not to. The opportunity to do something concurrent would, I mean, it's there, but then I chose not to because I think, like, I truly believed I needed to reassess myself and what I was doing. And something I've been doing daily as of recently, looking at Bible verses. I've been enjoying that. Find a lot of comfort in them and all that. Kind of like guides me in a way. Helps me think about what it is I'm doing, what I'm feeling, my thought process, and all that. So yeah, I've been putting them at the end of my videos recently because I felt like, what's a way I can express myself without being like too in your face about it? Bible verses. So I decided I would put the one that spoke to me the most that day and put it there. And that would be that. So more on that, so it's like I try to look for meaning in things because it really helps, and it's like trying to figure myself out. So I'm looking at Bible verses, and it's like, you know, like I didn't realize some things speak. Okay, so it's like there are some things there. It's like some don't speak out to me as much as others, but then I'm looking back at it now and realizing that it's like a lot of these things that I didn't realize before. Like I'm fortunate to be in a state of mind where I'm thinking about that right now. But like, so it's like I see them and it's like, not quite. I don't think so. That doesn't make sense to me. Nope, definitely not. Oh gosh, more hair. So yeah, I'm like, so I'm looking at Bible verses, looking at different things. It's like, you ever feel drawn to something, like something speaks out to you? Jesus, like, I'm unsure about like where my journey's taking, basically. The uncertainty is kind of like suspenseful at times, and so I'm just, like, I only look at a few a day, like 4 to 5 at most. And it's like these small things, not just in Bible verses, but like the movies I was watching. Like I chose to watch some older movies that I enjoyed watching, like growing up. I had to just take a moment. Like when I was reassessing myself, I chose to just go back. I had to dig up my roots a little bit to kind of figure myself out. And I felt as if my the idea of what I've been doing, like for YouTube, was just blatantly wrong. Like not really, but it was wrong to me, basically. So it's like back to like the way I'm seeing like what it is I want to accomplish, definite goals I have for myself. Um, Basic stuff, independence, being able to just grow up, figure out things for myself. Oh, now I'm struggling to point out my goals. Wow, good job, me. Well, I'd like to grow this channel, chase my passion, try and figure out who I am, basically, like grow, be a better person, independence, get a driver's license at some point, um, repay back to um, my family for everything they've done for me over the years, essentially. Garner a community on YouTube, that would be dope as freak, that'd be awesome. And just more simple stuff, really, like. And here's where it all, like, where I started to realize where I was failing in that, like, mentally wise, like, I don't know if that's even correct, but, like, basically the way I seen is, like, oh my gosh, I'm hitting the mic. Yeah, anyways, it's like, I'm looking at, like, how I'm approaching this, and I was under so much pressure, and it's like, this isn't right. I mean, I just deep think a lot, so I take a while to think, a long time. Not always like constantly like straight thinking. Like I won't think hours straight. I'll take moments in between different things I'm doing. It'll just pop up. So what ended up happening is so basically what ended up happening is I kind of got blinded by these goals. Basically had a narrow vision down towards these goals. I was letting it consume, basically. I was so focused on the idea of accomplishing these goals and all that. I was kind of doing it wrong. I feel like I was doing myself injustice for that. And it's like basically like what happened is things like sort of fell through the cracks of passion, I feel. Like I didn't realize it and everything was disguised with the idea of that it's my passion. I'm gonna do this because I'm passionate about this. And some of the Bible verses I've been just overlooking, glancing. I'm like, nope, definitely not me. A lot of them stated things about materialism. So it's like I didn't think much of it because I'm like, nah, I'm trying to do all these things, all these good things, and trying to get my life together. And that in itself, like, I blinded myself to the idea of just achieving these, like seeking it out was like primarily the like it wasn't wrong, but it was wrong. What I'm trying to say is like I'm really passionate about something, then I should just enjoy doing it, right? And that's what it is. So I took time to just think. Like I was, like last video, I said, I'm gonna try to be more consistent at the end of it. And now I'm thinking like, so what if I'm consistent? If it's like I'm feeling like this, it's gonna be trash. This not it. I was too focused on the like where I was going, like where I wanted this to go, the destination. I'm looking at the video. This is already, as of right now in recording, it shows that I am 27 minutes in right now. Whew, that is crazy. Guess this is gonna be a little longer than I thought. Anyways, so yeah, materialism. Let's talk about that. So yeah, I was too set out on these goals, and it was all disguised in passion. And so I fell victim to that, blinded. And realized now that I was somewhat arrogant and just neglecting that. And I realized that, like, so I had to take time to think. I'm surprised I came to where I am right now. Fortunately, I'm glad to be in this state of mind. Glad I didn't just go years, years thinking like this. Of course, there's still a lot to improve on, but I'm gonna continue. Things that so back to more Bible verses is like these things stood out to me. Like basically the what I'm doing, how I'm approaching it, and why I'm doing it. Like I truly enjoy it, and I feel like me pushing myself too much to accomplish these things. I mean, I've never tried to push for so much change before, so it's pretty huge, and it was weighing on me. I don't know what it is, but it clicked on me like stress. It was starting to suddenly kind of just vanish from me. Not completely, but enough to where it was noticeable. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it's significant in its own way. So, like one of the main things I was stressing about is what do I have to offer when it comes to YouTube? I don't even know if I'm speaking up loud enough. My gosh. So it's like, what do I have to offer? What can I do? And it's not just me. It's like anyone that's new or anyone that's already doing it too, like been doing it. So back to deep thinking like it's a constant struggle to make this change as it is now. So it's like all these things just locking in. Like I mean, like when I was recording SCP, I'm gonna be honest, it was stressful for a lot of reasons. Because I was really pushing myself a lot that time. You could tell based on the editing, pushing my laptop more than it could handle. Just trying to meet these standards that simply I could not meet no matter how hard I tried, basically. I was like trying to rush things to, gosh, I was trying to rush things to get back. What? I was rushing things like get up to the point where I wanted to be at. So, yeah, so yeah, I was pushing myself too hard, for sure. And I'm like looking at all like as I'm researching and doing all these things, I'm exposing myself to like a lot of other things that are happening. So like I'm seeing all these other YouTubers, newer YouTubers, and it's like, wow, look at them. Better making thumbnails. they have an audience. And it's like, dang, what am I doing wrong? I mean, it's kind of obvious sometimes. I'm just learning, and there's a lot to learn. But it's because I tried to push that learning process, that whole thing, that whole, like everything. I had to take a moment to think, oh my gosh, like, lost my train of thought. I don't even remember what I was talking about again. Dust, oh my goodness. Yeah, I lost my train of thought, is the point. Man, I'll go through the editing and hopefully this is coherent. I haven't been able to articulate what I'm trying to say, man. Holy. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a lot I want to say, but it's hard to say it all. I don't even know what I want to say. Most of it, like most of what I'm. My gosh. So yeah, I definitely lost my train of thought. So I guess I'm gonna be skipping, if it is even skipping. I don't know. To what I'm like trying to do now, like what I've been thinking about and everything. So, like when I was looking at the Bible verses, back to materialism, back three of the main things that stood out to me: materialism, love, and faith. Uh, yeah, oh my goodness, that was awkward. So yeah, I guess I can speak a little more on what heck. Okay. Anyways, I guess I could speak a little more on materialism, I guess, if I can. So guess I can go over it again then. So definitely, like, I overlooked it, like a lot of other things. Didn't think much about it, and got blinded by like just the goal, the rewards of it, greed, I guess you could say. But I managed to push that aside, and the next, love. So my passion, materialism, all that, hidden beneath passion. I really enjoy like recording like videos and art as well. It's like I want to do it right, and usually an art piece usually reflects the artist, like who they are in a sense. And when it comes to recording, you like in YouTube and all that, you will see that in both the thumbnail, the recording, like in the commentary, all that. You will see that. You will notice that. It will stand out. And what I mean by love and all that is like I haven't been giving my passion that. I haven't been giving it what it deserves, I feel. Like in a sense I've been neglecting it. Like my passion was turning more into a drive to like just do things blindly, clouding my vision and all that. So yeah, it didn't seem like much to me. It's like usually the like Bible verses, it's always those minute things you're not really thinking about. It's like you look at them and don't think much of it sometimes. And now that I'm like looking back at it, it's like, nah, that was there was so much more to that I just missed, and it went right over my head. And the last one, faith. I'm not even gonna use my fingers. So when it came to like faith, I could definitely tell I had lost some of it. It's like all these things I set my sights on, my hopes, dreams, all that. It's like it's there, and I was gonna pursue it no matter what. Like I was gonna go for it. But the actual belief that I'd actually achieve it wasn't there. It was low, practically non-existent. And it didn't feel like anything's going anywhere. pushing to do more change, like make change happen more than I have ever tried. Like before, I wasn't even trying. Like before my first YouTube video, no passion, none of that. I wasn't aiming for anything. I was just gonna effortlessly try until I couldn't. That's basically it. Then I saw this one Bible verse, but like maybe I'll put it here. I don't know. We'll see. You know what? I'll put it at the end. I like putting them at the end, anyways. But yeah, like it gave me so much hope when I read that. I'm like, what? Wow. Like just reading it was enough for me to think like, wow. Like someone as insignificant as me being able to make change happen doesn't seem like it would happen, but I mean, like if I try my best, my hardest, I do something right, I can make it happen. And you'll see what I mean if you choose to read it and all that. Definitely couldn't get everything out I wanted to say for sure, but I had a clearer sight of what it is I'm trying to do. I'm not too stressed out anymore. I know that I'm trying to do things for the like a right reason now. I'm going to do this because I'm passionate about it now. I'll take my time, and as far as consistency goes, I don't know what that's going to look like. But I feel that like that will come natural as I get better at all these things too. Because it's very interesting. It's fun. But yeah, I felt like this was necessary to just address primarily for myself for sure. Going forward, I'm not gonna lose sight of what it is I'm trying to do and why I'm doing it again. And I'm for sure not going to lose hope or faith. My gosh, I like cut out there just trying to speak. Well, now to look back through 40 minutes of recording, that's always fun. It always ends up being this longest freak recording. My gosh. Yeah, that's it. Didn't really get everything out, but I feel like I got what I needed to, and just in the act of doing this on its own was enough for now. I'll definitely get better at speaking my mind, speaking out, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll put the Bible verse at the end. Like I said, I saved it because it's like randomly generated ones I choose, which is why it's like I feel like it will pick out the one that speaks out the most to me. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, listen through all this nonsense. My gosh, thanks. I'm not gonna record again today because I'm making this and I don't actually know how long this will take to render and publish, but yeah, that's about it. Bye.